Mrs. Mack, Jane, volunteers and friends. Many of us were together the evening of May 14th at the airport when we said goodbye to Jeremiah. We were still reeling under the impact of what had happened. I made some remarks there, and as I thought later about this gathering this morning, I said, what can I say again? The feelings that I had, that we all had, were very close to the surface. And somehow, repeating them just didn't quite seem right. As I was thinking this over, I received a letter from a retired Nigerian official, and I'd like to share it with you and read it to you. It's from Mr. Ide Umaru, a man that I would consider to be Niger's foremost statesman. Mr. Umaru was a director de cabinet during the time of President Kunche, and then became foreign minister of Niger, Niger's ambassador to the United Nations, and later the Secretary General of the Organization of African Unity, the highest post that organization has to offer, the most honored post. He is now in retirement, but very active in conferences, and people constantly call upon him for advice. He is a great man. And he wrote me this letter entirely on his own, in his own hand. I'll read you a translation. Dear Mr. Ambassador, my family and I heard with deep sorrow the news of the accident, which greatly affected the Peace Corps, the American community in Niger, and beyond that, your great country. Please accept our most sincere condolences on your loss, as well as our wish that Jeremiah rest in peace. He was taken away from his loved ones in the prime of life on a volunteer mission which he certainly carried out with great heart, compassion, and faith, to rest in peace. I remain assured that Niger, a nation in which he so generously served, despite its remoteness, the harshness of its environment, and its internationally known difficulties, will never forget young Jeremiah's sacrifice and that of all those young Peace Corps volunteers who, before him, lost their lives in their commitment to further friendly relations and cooperation among nations. I extend my profound condolences to America and to the family of Jeremiah. Sincerely, Ide Umaru. Mrs. Mack, you're from Massachusetts. I probably can't tell you anything about John Fitzgerald Kennedy that you don't already know. But I recalled at the airport 3 weeks ago remarks made in his inaugural address, and I do want to allude to them again. President Kennedy said, "To those people in the huts and villages of half the globe, struggling to break the bonds of mass misery, we pledge our best efforts to help them help themselves for whatever period is required. Not because others may be doing it, not because we seek their votes, but because it is right. That's the end of the quotation. Mrs. Mack, Jeremiah was doing what is right. All of the volunteers are doing what is right. We must now pray that we can all accept this terrible event, overcome our grief, integrate it into our lives, and dedicate ourselves to carry on with doubled strength our work, Jeremiah's work, the Peace Corps' work. We know Jeremiah would have wanted it that way.